Gig economy and job security, balancing freedom with stability in modern work. Explore the challenges and benefits of the gig economy, focusing on job security, worker protections, and how it shapes today's workforce. Gig economy and job security, the modern work-life balancing act. Hey, have you noticed how much the gig economy has reshaped the way we work? It's everywhere now, from ride-sharing drivers and food delivery folks to freelance graphic designers and even people selling handmade crafts online. It's changing the traditional 9-to-5 job landscape, and I think it's worth talking about, especially when it comes to job security. So, what exactly is the gig economy? At its core, it's this idea that instead of working one steady job for years, people take on short-term, flexible jobs or gigs, often facilitated by apps or online platforms. It sounds great at first: flexibility, freedom to pick your hours, work from wherever you want. But here's the catch. Job security in this arrangement isn't what it used to be. Unlike traditional employment, gig workers generally don't get things like health insurance, paid sick leave, retirement benefits, or even basic job protections. You're basically your own boss, which means if demand dips or a platform decides to change rules, you could be out of luck without warning. That can be really stressful if you're relying on this work to pay bills or support a family. This shift is a double-edged sword. On one side, it lets people earn extra income on their own schedule, which can be a lifesaver for parents, students, or anyone needing flexible work arrangements. On the flip side, it puts a lot of financial pressure on workers because there's no guarantee of steady income or support. There's also an interesting angle when you think about how governments and corporations interact with the gig economy. You might have heard chatter about government conspiracy theories related to economic shifts, but in reality, a lot of it comes down to the profit motives of big companies. For example, you see a lot of debates around pharmaceutical profits and how corporate interests sometimes prioritize earnings over public well-being. Similarly, gig platforms aim to maximize profits by cutting costs on employment benefits, which unfortunately shifts risk onto workers. And sometimes, we run into untrue allegations about gig work or the gig economy being a flawless way to secure a stable income. It's important to separate hype from reality, especially when considering if this is a long-term career path or just a stopgap. That's not to say the gig economy doesn't have a future, but there are ongoing talks about how to introduce more protections for gig workers. Some cities and states have started requiring companies to provide minimum earnings guarantees, access to health benefits, or even classify gig workers as employees instead of independent contractors. These changes could reshape the whole system, making gig work less risky and more sustainable. What's really fascinating is how technology continues to evolve this space. AI-driven platforms and automation could either create new kinds of gigs or potentially eliminate some jobs altogether. So the question of job security here is not just about the present, but what lies ahead. If you're interested in stories that touch on these kinds of societal changes, you might want to check out The Ultimate Frame, a thrilling novel by Andrew M. Semple that weaves in themes linked to power, control, and the undercurrents shaping our modern world. It's not just entertainment, it's a really engaging read that gets you thinking about today and tomorrow in a new way. Discover this thrilling novel by Andrew M. Semple today. Just follow the link to https://bookauthor.com and get ready for a page-turner that fits perfectly with what we're talking about. So, wrapping this up, the gig economy offers a lot of opportunities, but it comes with its own set of challenges, especially around job security. It's up to society, workers, and lawmakers to figure out how to make it work for everyone, without sacrificing the dignity and stability that comes with a good job. Anyway, thanks for letting me share all this with you. It's fascinating stuff and something we're all living with, whether we realize it or not.